This week, the Philadelphia Eagles offense will face a Dallas Cowboys defense that has really evolved under coordinator Rod Marinelli over the last couple of years. Marinelli, in his earlier days, he was a zone coordinator. He played a ton of zone defense, but now, particularly on third down, the Cowboys are a man-based defense, and they play different kinds of man. They play two-man. They play cover one with a single high safety, and they play a coverage called one robber. And you can expect to see that against the Philadelphia Eagles. The reason I say that, let's take a look at the Kansas City Chiefs. And this is so beautifully disguised by Jeff Heath. It initially looks like a two-shell coverage. What happens here, you're going to see an in-breaking route by Travis Kelce. Very similar to the kind of route Zach Ertz would run. Heath does a great job of disguising this. Literally at the last moment, he breaks forward, rotates up into his robber coverage. He's the robber. And he surprises Alex Smith, who throws the interception right to Heath. This was a great example of the Cowboys playing their one robber coverage exceptionally well. Again, look for it against the Eagles. You're going to see it again against the Falcons, and this time it's a little more defined. You see Heath move inside as the robber. Doesn't have to make a play here. Why? Because the best edge pass rusher in the NFL right now is on the Cowboys, and that's DeMarcus Lawrence. He primarily works off his left side, the right side of the Eagles offense. That will be Lane Johnson. It sets up a really good matchup in this game. You must take care of DeMarcus Lawrence on third down.
All right, Mike, quick one thing the Eagles have done really well this year on offense. Get that ball to Zach Ertz and their tight end. Zach, obviously one of the best tight ends in the NFL. But what is it about the Cowboys defense that takes away that middle of the field?
Well, they like to bring down that robber. Greg talked about it. They'll show you two deep pre-snap, but this safety is going to come down and try to take away the in-breaking routes. He'll drop more to the middle. These guys are going to play man on the outside, but this guy's the one you have to worry about. The Eagles like to run this deep over route with Zach Ertz, and they run that a lot of times, and this guy is the guy they have to be concerned about when they're running that over route or when they're running those in-breaking routes when that robber drops down in the middle, because he picks a lot of balls in those situations. But, John, what the Eagles will do, and especially now they've scouted themselves, they've had a couple of weeks to look at what they've done in the early part of the season, they'll start to peel the onion a little bit and show some different things, some different layers to this offense. This would be a perfect route now. When they play that robber technique, you watch Ertz on this play. He'll start on a crossing route, but then it's not a crossing route. He's going to break back to the outside, and that's how you break tendencies. That's how you start to get away from things that you're doing early. When they're expecting that over route or that crossing route, you trip this guy up. You get him going on that crossing motion, and you come back to the outside. That's what I'm expecting to see. Plays like that going forward in the second half of the season.
All right, and last year the Eagles were 3-0 going into their bye week. Then they were 4-9. Are you a little bit squeamish this year about having that second half of the season after the bye, or is this a different team, different time?
I think it's a different team, and I think with this coaching staff, the way they've been able to schematically take advantage of defenses, I look forward to what they're going to do in peeling this onion in the second part of the season.